Guys! So I got a request from a female viewer about how to exude more feminine energy. So far, most of the videos I've made have been for the male audience since most people on here are guys. But I would like to share some things that I believe help you radiate femininity, sensuality, and those feminine traits that drive guys pretty crazy. The first step in radiating feminine energy is embracing your sexuality. When you embrace your sexuality, it means that you're comfortable with your sexual energy. It means that you embrace that natural energy that drives most humans, most people. You allow it to come up, you allow it to flow in you, and that radiates out and makes you more magnetic. Unfortunately, because of social programming, a lot of women suppress this energy, they carry shame around it, and that ends up reflecting in your aura and in your magnetism. If you pay attention to all of the feminine stars, like old movie stars, there's something very sexual about them, something very erotic, and it's done in a very classy way. Being sexual or embracing your sexuality doesn't necessarily mean that you are always engaging in sexual activities or anything like that, but it means that if you wanted to, you would. It's like having an air about you that nobody controls your sexuality except for yourself. You're in control of your sexual energy, you radiate sexual energy, and there's something very regal and goddessy about just being a powerful sexual being and allowing that energy to attract people to you. The second way to radiate feminine energy is to be in a receiving mode. So allowing the masculine to give to you, to provide for you, to essentially treat you as a queen, treat you as a goddess. So if you're out with a guy on a date, for example, allow him to lead. So allow the masculine energy is the yang energy. It's the initiating energy, the penetrating, the more aggressive energy. So the masculine energy is what leads and the feminine is kind of what follows and receives. As women, we want to be pretty active and use our energy because, of course, for a while, we've been suppressed and, we want to be active, we want to be initiating, but it's so much more pleasant to allow yourself to just receive and be in the flow of allowing someone to provide for you, allowing someone to show you your worth and your value. So let's say you're out on a date with a guy. He should be initiating, he should be leading the energy. So when you're getting out of a car, he should be opening your door for you. He should be leading and being chivalrous. And when you have the attitude of expecting that kind of treatment, then it also raises your value as a woman. So if you're ever out with someone, he doesn't open your door for you, you should literally act confused. Say you're standing outside the car and he hasn't opened it, literally just stand there and be confused and be like, I don't understand what's going on. They say chivalry's dead, but women helped kill it. So the way that we bring that back and to be in our natural feminine essence is to allow the masculine to go back to being a gentleman and to have our essence of expecting to be treated like women, expecting to be receiving and to be in our natural feminine energy. Another way to embrace your femininity is you don't try to impress a guy. So it's typically in nature, if you pay attention to the masculine animals like the birds and the different sort of appearance of male animals, they're usually the ones that are courting. The masculine animals are usually putting on the displays and the courtship, and they're trying to win the attention of the female. So being in the feminine role, you're not trying to impress, you're not trying to entertain, you're simply trying to choose and allow people to court you, to come towards you. This means that on a date or when you're hanging out with a guy, he should be asking the questions. He should be trying to impress you. He should be trying to make you laugh. That's not your job to do. Your job is to receive and to allow yourself to make a choice about what you want. Number 3, very feminine trait is to embody a very feminine voice. Sound is a very powerful thing, and I've heard a lot of guys comment on how much they love like a soft feminine voice. There's something about the vocal frequencies and when you speak with a soft voice that really attracts men. Feminine frequencies are supposed to be higher, they're supposed to be softer. Male frequencies, because they're from the lower chakras, they're supposed to be more deeper, more guttural. So you attract more masculine men if you radiate a more feminine polarity and have more feminine energy, feminine frequencies, and the sound frequency, the vocal frequency is a powerful way to do that. Number 4 way to be very feminine is to love your body and love your appearance. You might think that a guy doesn't notice your insecurities, but men pay a lot of attention to how women carry themselves. They pay attention to details. They look at your nails, they look at your hair, everything, and they're analyzing it. And if they see that you have an insecurity, then they're going to pick up on it and zero in on that because you're giving off that energy. So it's super important to do the inner work and to have physical exercise and a good diet so that you actually can learn to love your body. And when you love your body, this helps you just radiate sexuality, radiance. It shows in the way you carry yourself and it makes you very attractive. It honestly doesn't really even matter what type of body type you have, if it's conventionally attractive or not. If you really love it and you show that you're physically in tune with your body and that you enjoy being in your own skin, it makes you very attractive and very feminine. Number 5 is embrace being a woman. Be proud to be a woman and use that strength. Because of the patriarchal society, we've been taught that it's somehow better to have masculine qualities. It's better to be really rough, tough, aggressive, and especially in the workplace, we think like we have to really be taking on those traits in order to be seen, in order to be important. But feminine energy is incredibly powerful. It's arguably more powerful than masculine energy in certain situations for you achieving what you want and magnetizing and manifesting, because it just allows you to be sort of in the royalty position where you just receive. You want to be proud of being a woman. You want to embrace things that make you female. You want to enjoy dresses. You want to enjoy feminine colors. Enjoy putting your makeup on, looking pretty. If you like pink colors, then you like pink colors. Anything that you might subconsciously have thought before is something that a guy will not accept or won't like you for. You should actually play it up. So the more feminine, the more typically girly, the more you should embrace it. Number 6 is spend time with more men. Masculine and feminine energies actually, they alchemize and they feed each other. So if you're mostly around women and you don't have masculine energy, then your spirit and your self tries to make up for that by having an extra masculine supply of energy in yourself. But if you surround yourself with a lot of masculine energy, you have a more male presence around you, you naturally fall into that feminine polarity and you're allowed to be more feminine, more relaxed, and to just receive the nourishing masculine energy. So in general, you just want to be open to receiving. You want to have an air of expectation of being treated as a lady, being treated as a feminine, receiving energy. Let me know in the comments if any of these tips were helpful for you, and if you like any more topics for relationships, seduction, for a female perspective. Do me a favor and follow me on Instagram if you're not already. Join the Facebook group Scarlett's Tantra Café, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.